The fake urgency formula. Every countdown timer explained. You've already bought something because of a countdown timer. Maybe it was a flight, a hotel room, a pair of shoes. The clock was sitting at 8 minutes. You rushed, you hit buy before you were ready. The timer was fake. The deal you were about to lose is still there right now. It'll be there tomorrow, and it was never going anywhere. Booking.com, Shein, Ticketmaster, flash sale sites, travel apps, every fashion retailer you've ever visited at midnight. They all run countdown timers. None of them are real, and it's not random. There's a formula, a very deliberate, very well-researched formula designed to do exactly one thing: compress your decision window before your rational brain has time to object. It works by hijacking two things simultaneously. First, FOMO, the fear that something good is about to disappear. Second, decision fatigue, the mental exhaustion that builds when you're forced to choose fast. Stack those two on top of each other inside a single animated graphic, and you've built something a conversion machine. Not because the deal is real, not because the stock is actually running out, but because your brain hates losing something more than it loves gaining the same thing. It's called loss aversion, and the core finding is that losing something feels roughly twice as painful as gaining the same thing feels good. A countdown timer isn't showing you a deadline. It's manufacturing a loss you haven't experienced yet, and your brain responds to that manufactured loss as if it were completely real. Now, not all countdown timers are the same. There are 3 distinct types, and they work in completely different ways. Type 1, the hard deadline. This is the only kind that's real. The timer is tied to an actual event, a genuine sale window, a block of event tickets, a real inventory limit. When it hits 0, the deal is gone. This type exists. Yes, it's legitimate, but it's rare, and most of what you're seeing isn't this. Type 2, the rolling timer. This one resets every time you load the page. It might say 15 minutes. It might say 24 hours. The moment you refresh, it starts over from the same number. Open an incognito window and load the same page. If the timer starts from exactly where your regular browser started, you're watching a rolling timer. The deal never expires. It's just always about to expire. Type 3, the phantom timer. The most brazen one. It's purely cosmetic. The numbers move, the graphic pulses, but it's connected to nothing. There's no back-end logic, no real deadline, just an animation built to look like one. When the timer hits 0, the price doesn't change. The offer doesn't expire. The timer just resets, or disappears, or keeps running indefinitely. Booking.com uses all 3 timers, often on the same page, at the same time. A countdown timer for a price, a last room available warning. 12 people are looking at this right now alert. Different mechanisms, same goal. But the clearest proof that this was never accidental? In March 2022, the UK's Advertising Standards Authority issued a formal ruling against Emma Sleep, a mattress brand operating in over 30 countries. Their flash sale countdown clock restarted itself the moment it hit 0. The ASA ruled it was pressuring consumers into decisions they wouldn't otherwise make. The following year, the UK Competition and Markets Authority investigated further and confirmed when an Emma Sleep sale ended, a new one started, sometimes within 24 hours. The urgency was continuous. The scarcity was fiction. Then, in April 2026, Australia's federal court ordered Emma Sleep to pay 15 million Australian dollars in penalties. The ACCC had proved the timers were deliberately reset. The court's finding was direct. This was not a system error. It was not an accident. It was a marketing strategy, and senior management knew it. I want to show you a real checkout page. Before I explain what type of timer it's using, see if you can identify it yourself. Got your answer? It's a rolling timer. Refresh that page, and it starts from exactly the same number every time. But here's what most people don't know. Every company running fake timers knows exactly what kind they're using. They ran A/B tests. They have internal documentation. They optimize the number of minutes, the color of the clock, the font size of the countdown. Every pixel was a choice. And in at least one recent case, a court used that exact fact against them. In 2022, the U.S. Federal Trade Commission released a formal report, bringing dark patterns to light. It classified countdown timers that implied time limits when no time limit actually exists as a deceptive design practice, not a design critique, a legal classification. That same year, an international review examined 642 websites and mobile apps across 26 countries, not a small sample. A deliberate sweep of the global e-commerce landscape. Nearly 3 out of 4 were running at least one deceptive design practice, and more than 2/3 weren't using just one. They were stacking them, urgency on top of scarcity on top of social proof, layered across the same checkout flow. Countdown timers were among the most common of all. Hungary's competition authority fined Booking.com the equivalent of 7 million euros. for stacking countdown timers with last room available messages and vague cancellation terms to pressure booking decisions. The math explains why the behavior keeps happening regardless. Even a 0.5% conversion lift on a high-traffic site generates millions per year. Fines get absorbed. Enforcement is inconsistent, and your brain, meanwhile, doesn't audit enforcement records. It just accelerates. Once you know the 3 types, you stop reacting to timers and start reading them. There are 3 steps. Here's the test. 90 seconds. Works on every timer you'll ever encounter. Step 1. Refresh the page. Does the timer reset to the same number? Yes? That's a rolling timer. Nothing is expiring. Take your time. Step 2. Open the page in incognito. Does the timer start from the same number regardless of when you arrive? Yes? It's server-side theater. Every visitor sees the same countdown, no matter when they land. You didn't get there just in time. You were always just in time. Step 3. Add to cart. Come back in 24 hours. Is the deal still there? If yes, and it almost always will be, you're looking at a phantom timer. The limited time offer has no limit. Real urgency doesn't reset. Fake urgency always does. There's one more thing worth knowing. A study published in Behavior and Information Technology tested shoppers exposed to countdown timers versus no urgency cues at all. The result? Significantly higher frustration, stress, and irritation in the timer group. Not excitement, not motivation, stress, and the key finding was this. The negative emotions weren't just triggered by the visual of the timer. They came from the time pressure itself. A stressed brain defaults to one thing to end the discomfort: act. Buying ends the discomfort. So does closing the tab. The timer isn't trying to help you find the right product. It's trying to end your discomfort as fast as possible. Any action ends it, including leaving. Knowing that is actually your most effective defense. Decide before you open the page. These flows are designed to make you decide inside them, under maximum pressure, surrounded by loss aversion triggers. Walk in with a decision already made, and every timer is just noise. You can't unsee this now, and that's exactly what they didn't want. Go find a countdown timer today, run the reset test. Drop your result in the comments, rolling, phantom, or actually real. I want to see what you find. And if you want to keep seeing the systems that are running on you, subscribe. Next video, the phrase free trial is the most dangerous 2 words in business. Here's why. This is what design looks like when the goal isn't to help you, it's to convert you.